All right, so now we're going to be in St. Matthew 7:1. Judge not, that ye be not judged. For with what judgment ye judge, ye shall be judged. And with what measure ye mete, it shall be measured to you again. And why beholdest thou the mote that is in thy brother's eye, but considerest not the beam that is in thine own eye? Or how wilt thou say, all right, to thy brother, let me pull out, all right, the mote out of thine eye, and behold, a beam is in thine own eye? Thou hypocrite, first cast out the beam out of thine own eye, and then shalt thou see clearly to cast out the mote out of thy brother's eye. Or so they, and even or if this incident or never went down, or there's just so many, or just like issues, as far as just the scriptures alone, or, the issues about the mark of the beast, or the name, or since they lack that type of or foundation as far as sound doctrine is concerned, or they have no business, or coming at us with jack shit, or whether it be or about our garments, about our appearance, about the way we teach, how frequently we teach, or whatever the case may be, or not saying that we're immune to any type of rebuke or correction, or but or we they're definitely according to the scriptures not the ones that are that are capable of rendering that type of judgment towards us. All right, verse 10 in Susanna. And albeit they both were wounded with her love, yet durst not one show another his grief, for they were ashamed to declare their lust, that they desired to have to do with her. Yet they watched diligently from day to day to see her. These are reckless eyeballing, peepless times, peeping times. That's why it says, that's why Yahweh Shai, they were committing adultery, with her, with their eyes. You got that saying in the world, undressing someone with your eyes, or that's what they were doing, or they were basically, or being wicked, or that's the same thing that King David did, or as far as Uriah the Hittite's wife, or just like and it even happens same thing happened with Nino Brown in that one of his one of his men and things like that, if you've seen that movie New Jack City. All right, so all right, but yeah, Slocky, I just wanted to get to the point where they tried to they tried to bear false witness, and then they got a judgment for it. Okay, all right, verse 19. Now when the maids were gone forth, all right, the two elders rose up and ran unto her, saying, Behold, the garden doors are shut, that no man can see us, and we are in love with thee, therefore consent unto us and lie with us. Or there's talk about or scumbag and things like that. Or they waited, or that's what they do. Or once the camera's off, or once no one's watching, or and things like that. And there's probably a lot of shit like that going down in IUIC. They probably are these two men might have been reincarnated back, or as those individuals, or maybe what was her name, like Joy, or that might have been Susanna, or who knows. All right, but that's what they all that it's like that high caliber wickedness are behind closed doors, or they strain at it when it comes to us, but or they're like they're doing some real heavy or wickedness. All right, verse 21. If thou wilt not, we will bear witness against thee that a young man was with thee, and therefore thou didst send away thy maids from thee. Or just like just trying to blackmail her, or and things like that. Trying to blackmail people. Or and that one Issacharite, that was giving his testimony. Or he was talking about or things like that. Or what is that thing they're making all their members sign and things like that, a cease and desist, or a non-disclosure, or and things like that. This got to be those two individuals, or that's in that wicked camp, or if they're walking the earth today. I mean, who else could it be? Then Susanna sighed and said, I am straitened on every side, for if I do this thing, it is death unto me, and if I do it not, I cannot escape your hands. It is better for me to fall into your hands and not do it than to sin in the sight of the Lord. Or so she knew that would have been adultery. Or and she maintained her integrity. Or even though so or in the eyes of the Lord, because the Lord was seeing what was really going on. Or so she maintained her integrity. With that, Susanna cried with a loud voice, and the two elders cried out against her. Then ran the one and opened the garden door. So when the servants of the house heard the cry in the garden, they rushed in at a privy door to see what was done unto her. But when the elders had declared their matter, the servants were greatly ashamed, for there was never such a report made of Susanna. And it came to pass the next day, when the people were assembled to her husband Joachim, the two elders came also, full of mischievous imagination against Susanna, to put her to death. Or so they were getting ready to manipulate her husband. Or because a lot of these people in these other organizations are if you they seem like someone you could confide in, someone you can trust. But then like I said, behind closed doors, they're they're full of shit. Or they're full of wicked imagination. Or they were all plotting to commit adultery. They were plotting to or what Jay calls run a train. Or the fucking Eiffel Tower type shit. Or but yet they're gonna be phony, and then in front of her husband, or pull that, or Iago from that play Othello type deal going on. All right, verse 29. And said before the people, send for Susanna, the daughter of Chelcias, Joachim's wife, and so they sent. So she came with her father and mother, her children, and all her kindred. Wow, and she even had a family. Now Susanna was a very delicate woman, and beauteous to behold. And these wicked men commanded to uncover her face, for she was covered, that they might be filled with her beauty. Or and then on top of that, or these were basically some really wicked motherfuckers, man. So therefore her friends and all that saw her wept.